before we start admitting people all in together into our interview with the stars of the December of 2022. Are you guys excited? If you're excited, type it in the chat box to show me the excitement. Maybe put up the emoji fire, All right, put some hands up, open out your cameras, show your awesome, handsome, and beautiful faces. Everybody, every gentleman, every ladies, welcome to the December of Interview with the Star. Wow, we have been doing this continuously, and we have come to the end of 2022, and we have welcomed a very special guest from UK. Her name is called Lisa McDowell, and she's an amazing lady. Last time she come to Malaysia, and we have awesome meetings together. Without further ado, all right, I saw a lot of people coming in. Wow, all right, I'll be featuring. Do feel free to follow our KPT Chairman Instagram. It's called Freedom with Gary Gan. You can follow my Instagram as well. It's called Charging with Charger Tan, and Jeffrey Empower with Jeffrey. And of course, you can check out Lisa's Instagram as well. We will be featuring in the chat box. Without further ado, let me pass back the session back to our KPT Chairman Gary Gan. Welcome.
Awesome, Charger guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Firstly, let's give our awesome 19 years old Charger Tan a big Zoom clap in whatever way. Amazing. Just a very quick 1 minute. 1 year ago, this young man, handsome looking, 19 years old, decided that going to the old route of going to high school, of course, he finished high school, going to college, going to university, getting student loans, student debts, and then coming out with a world that no longer exists, any employment. That is not the route he wanted to take. He told me, Gary, I want you to be my mentor. I want to be as successful like you. And today, look at him. Amazing, right? If you guys think he's amazing, give me a chat over there and put the word amazing. So this is a clear example to tell you that everything is possible, especially this message is going out to the young guys. If a 19-year-old like Charger can do it, if a 14-year-old like my son yesterday in the Christmas party, he was one of the MC, can do it, all of y'all can do it too. All right. So once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to everybody all over the world. My name is Gary Gan. I represent a very interesting, amazing, and exciting group of individuals that are impacting the world every single day by bringing true freedom to humanity. Right now, I'm so happy because I can see my good friend that I met a few days ago in a beautiful country called Dubai, and he's none other than Antonio Lazo, aka Banderas. Oh, my man. Yeah, Antonio, which I met in Dubai. We connected so well immediately over dinner the moment I stepped in. And I'm so happy he's here. Who knows? He is going to probably rock Colombia with me, right? Okay, anyway, guys, I'm so happy to bring you this series of Interview with the Stars. Not knowing that just by doing one interview with one star a month, we have been doing it for coming to 4 years now. Can you imagine time just fly by like this? Every single month for the last 4 years, we have been doing this and bringing you some really amazing, I call them stars because they have their own story to tell, their own journey, their ups and downs, their scars in the back, their glory, and all the amazing things that you'll be hearing from them. And today, guys, what I will really recommend you to do if you really want to get this session 100% productive for you is not easy to get this person. This person is globetrotting all over the world. The one moment I know she's in, I don't know, in Vietnam. The next thing you know, she's in Cambodia. And then later I heard she will be back in the UK. So I would strongly recommend you to have a notepad, a pen, or if you are into gadget, because you never know. One of these points that she'll be sharing with you shortly will change your life. Guaranteed, okay? So without further ado, guys, Charger, is everything okay? We are live stream on Facebook and recording
Yes.
already, right?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, guys, I would really appreciate if you all can join me, okay, to on your video, because our star today would like to see your face, not just a, like a wallpaper. Yeah, we don't want to, there's no life in there, like, hey, there's a wallpaper, but if you can show us your real face, your expression, your energy, your emotion, we'll be really happy. Yeah, you can see Bernard doing fist punch with me right now, okay? So we have people from everywhere, Sinang Lake from Cambodia, Cho, I think Sokun from Cambodia. We have Bernard from Philippines, Antonio from Colombia, Antonio's twin brother, Ricardo. I'm not sure where you're from. Jeffrey, Victor from Malaysia, Luis Belizon from the Philippines. Wow, we have Madeline from Perth, Australia, and I don't know where you guys from. Maybe you can put on the chat button where you're from, so we can know that where you are connecting from all over the world. Okay, so a quick one while I introduce you this amazing star today. Now, we all know traditionally in my business, okay, as some of y'all know, I am a serial entrepreneur. Lately, I just got a new career called an author. I just published my book. If you have not got this book, go and get it. Okay, a lot of people have told me this book helped them to make their millions in their network marketing business. Okay, so I've written a book, published, and I've been doing speaking. I've been doing a lot of training, and but one of my business that is very close to my heart is in the world of network marketing. Okay, world of network marketing, and specifically one particular company that I'm associated with is called Enagic. Okay, it's Enagic. Yeah, Bernard is holding that notepad over there. Is a company from Japan that manufactures water ionizers, world class. You have all the celebrities drinking this water. 48 years old Japanese company. They have turmeric supplements, they have spa products. But the main product in this company is, that's the star drinking right now, okay? The star drinking, the star water, okay? It's called Kangen water. So traditionally, guys, in our business, as most of y'all know, in the traditional network marketing, it's always a very people to people. Like I remember when I started my first network marketing business when I was 12 years old. Wow, you might be wondering, is that even legal? Yeah, because I was born in this family. Okay, so I always went with my mom, with my dad, and then we went to houses, and I was like, "Hello, would you want to try this?" Yeah, I started my journey that way. So it's always a very people thing. Like you touch that person, you really get to feel that person's flesh. But today the world has changed, guys. Whether we like it or not, we accept it or not, we agree about it or not, the world has changed. Do you know there are so many jobs today that is obsolete, it's gone from this face of the planet. Why? Because of technology, because of internet, because of AI, because of robots. No difference in the world of network marketing. What I mean, the world of network marketing is now being played a different game today. Many years ago, there is a saying, something like this: no demo, no sale. I'm sure some of you have heard of this, no demo, no sale. This person that I'm going to talk to you today has never even done a demo in her life. And she's a 6A2. For those of y'all who know, the rank in Enagic being a 6A2 is amazing. I think you will want to hear from her later, in a very short period of time, because of the internet. So in the internet world, no demo, plenty of sales. But again, the demo is still very crucial, but it can be done in another way. So I don't want to spill the beans. Let the star talk to you today. So guys, please help me to welcome this amazing star all the way from UK, but traveling all over the world because of this amazing business that we have, giving her the freedom, giving her the lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give a big round of applause to Lisa McDowell. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Gary. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's amazing to be on here.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
How's
Thank
your
you
day
so much.
today, Lisa?
Yeah, amazing. And like Gary was saying, I think, especially because I work online and I run my whole business through these calls. So it's so important for me and everyone on here for us to interact, and definitely for me to see anyone's faces. Like when I'm on here already, I can see everyone smiling and I can feel the energy. So while we're going through this call, for me, one of the biggest parts of getting myself to where I am today is just engaging in everything, like being in the chats, being active, having my camera on and just like giving that energy out, because it's funny because even though it's been online for me the whole two and a half years now, I have still had more personal connections through this business than I had previous in my face-to-face interaction with people, because the energy that we can feel on calls with people, it's still there. We can't, like, energy doesn't lie. It's just the most incredible thing. So yeah, definitely engage and have your cameras on. And I think if I could start back and I'll explain how long I've been in Enagic and also why I started as well. Because funnily, I was actually with my team last night in Cambodia, and we were talking about kind of our past before Enagic and what led us to get to this position in business and why we came to it. And I think, like, for me, I've always been called to help in some way, shape or form. And when I was really young, I was really connected to my core values, like really connected to them. And I knew from an early age that I wanted to go into the world and teach. And that was the first thing in university that I went to do. I went to university to teach, but I realized that there wasn't any space for me to teach what I wanted to teach. It was all put into a box. And from about 6 to 8 months of me being in the educational system teaching, I realized that I can't really give my true self in this education, because I'm being told what to teach and it just seems so unauthentic. So when that happened to me, I got a little bit lost. And I was 21. I got a little bit lost. I wanted to travel. I wanted to explore the world. I wanted to be around people. So my next point of call was going into volunteering and working with animals. But once again, I found myself in a big system. And what I always found was, in these systems, there's so many rules and so many regulations that we have to abide by. And what I was wanting to do, I could never do it in these environments because there was too much restrictions. So I had a choice, and early in life, I made the wrong choice. And early in life, I decided to quit on everything because I kept blaming systems, I kept blaming everything else. And what I did instead is I found myself lost in a very corporate career. It was so unaligned with me. It was such a corporate career with no passion, just nothing in there. There was no helping people. And I led myself in that career for 8 years in life. And when I found Enagic, it was actually, I didn't tell you this, Gary, but it was 2 years before I actually started when I found and it was introduced to Enagic through a really good friend of mine. And instantly I saw the power of it. But because my belief system and because my stories had become so blaming, everything around me wasn't going to work. So I had this mentality that, well, it's not going to work. And even if that works, I won't be able to do it because I've never been able to see anything through in life. And I was very, very, very victim mindset and blaming everything around me. So the first time I came across Enagic 2 years ago, and I've been in Enagic 2 years now. So if I think about what I could have done, I walked away from it. And when I walked away from it, luckily, the friend of mine was in it and I was watching her life change. I wasn't just watching her life change, but I was watching her health. I was watching her environment. I was watching her fitness. I was watching everything. Like, she became younger because she was drinking the water, of course. And I was in this job. Nothing was changing. My life was exactly the same. And then it got to a point when we experienced lockdown in the UK, where for the first time in my life, I was given a lot of time to look at my life and a lot of time to look at everything around me. And I just saw it, thankfully, for what it was. And then that was the point when I realized that there's a business here that can change literally just change everything. It can change my entire life. It can connect me with my health. It can do everything. It can do everything for me if I make a choice. And if I make a choice to just rewire my stories, just slip back into who I am and put the work in. So when I first found Enagic, like, oh my God, it's changed my entire life. And we'll go into that a little bit later on. But yeah, it just changed everything. And I think it's really important for me, when I'm working online, to recognize that most people coming into this business are going to be in a position where they will have some limiting beliefs, they will have some stories. And I certainly had pretty much 100% of all the fears and all the doubts when I came into this. But we can really change our life with the right business and the right people around us. And it happened instantly for me because I was able to see the business for what it was and come straight into it.
Okay, Lisa, I just want to deep dive into what you mentioned just now. I understand of this limiting belief, which a lot of people, majority of people has in their life. But what was it that turned you off in the first time that you saw Energic? What was it? Was it the price? Was it that you didn't believe that you can do it? Was it you didn't believe in that water? The science of the water is a BS thing? Or what turned you off in the first time that you saw Energic?
If I'm honest, it was actually everything. It was everything. You know, when I speak to people now, and this, I think, is what really helped me throughout this business, is I completely understand what people are experiencing, because I don't think there was a single fear that I didn't experience. The price, definitely, because at the time of me coming into the business, I wasn't connected to my own health. So I didn't value the actual product itself, because I was so misaligned with looking after my own health as a human that I didn't put a value on my own health at that point in time. So if I had have done, the price would never have been an issue, but it was the price. I couldn't comprehend it. I also had a perception of this industry because, you know, there's things out there and people have said a lot of things. So I automatically took somebody else's opinions about what this industry was and thought that they were my own. And then I definitely didn't believe that I could do it, because I'd never been consistent in my life. I'd never kept any of my promises. I'd let myself down all my life. Everything I wanted to do, I'd always quit. So the teaching, I quit. I set up a charity, I quit it. So it was the whole lot, everything.
Oh, wow. Guys, did you just hear some golden nuggets here? One biggest takeaway that I hear from Lisa right now, which I'm not sure if this can benefit you guys in a way or the other, is her perception on the value of Kangen at the first time she saw it. So what I'm trying to say is everybody has a different perception of a thing that you are proposing, whether it's the water, whether it's the business, whether it's the lifestyle, the freedom, because they are watching it from their eyes, guys. So don't feel bad or sad. Like, you know, when I started network marketing many years ago, that's how I felt. It's like, hey, why I've got the best thing in the world and yet that guy is rejecting? Because everybody's value perception from their eyes is different. So a very quick one. I just few days ago saw a watch called Richard Mille. I'm not sure if some of y'all heard of this. One of the most expensive watches in the world. It looks like a Mickey Mouse watch to me, frankly speaking. Guess what's the price tag? I think it's like $4 million US. Mickey Mouse watch. So who will ever buy that kind of thing? Somebody will. All right. So remember, guys, it's always a perception. So if for whatever reason the person in front of you is not buying whatever you are selling, it could be you have not given enough the perceived value to them. All right. And everybody has a perceived value. So yeah, thank you, Lisa, for sharing that. That's awesome. So that how and what changed in your life that got you to accept Energic and like ran with it like in a 100-meter dash?
I actually had a really big wake-up call one day. We did a mindset course, and we were talking about limiting beliefs, which basically, like you've just said there, limiting beliefs are kind of perceptions and stories that we've developed over time, or we necessarily haven't developed. Our upbringing and education or whatever it may be has kind of put limits on what we're capable of. And I did a challenge one time where I was asked to write down and think about all of the limiting beliefs that I had. And Gary, I must have spent honestly about 3 hours with sheets of paper with an attitude of, I can't do this. I'm not this person. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this. And I remember just looking at this piece of paper. I rang my mum and I was just crying. And I said to my mum, I said, I'm not going to carry on going on like this, because if I take myself away from this sheet of paper, I would never speak to another person and tell another person what they can't do the way that I'm talking to myself. And that moment just switched something in me. And I then decided instantly the day after, I'm going to go for this business, because from everything that I can see from my own intuition and my heart, every single person that I'm connecting with in this business, they feel into the energy of the company, when I read Enagic's mission statement and they were talking about, we want you to realize true health, and true health is the elements of the financial, the physical, and metaphysical. I was, I could not walk away from it. So the day after that, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to start making my promises. I was going to start keeping my promises. And then 3 weeks later, I got the ionizer, and it was a combination of drinking the water, which within about a month, I instantly felt different. And I realized that looking after my health was just such an important aspect, and I'd never done that. I'd had a very unhealthy lifestyle before this business. So because I got access to the water, and also I got access to my own mind and my heart, it just instantly became part of my life then. And somehow I just managed to start keeping my promises. I think I was talking about this on a call recently. It's a really big part of building up our belief systems and our passion for this business and our life, when we say we would like to do something and we keep that promise every week. And because every week I was ending every single Sunday, I'd look at a list and I had a checklist, and I was like, I did that. And they were just little things like reading my books, watching some training, learning how to do things. So I wasn't expecting anything externally from the business. I was expecting myself to keep maintaining my promises. And that kept me in such a high energy because I was so happy with my progression every week.
Wow. So you were actually literally starting to take control of your life, right?
Yes.
You were putting, although the steps was small baby steps, but you were just taking small baby steps towards a better you, right? Yeah, actually, guys, if you really think about it, somebody just told me something. It says, if you just improve yourself 1% a day, you would have improved 365% a year, guys. You don't need to take giant leaps of change like you become a different person the next day. Just one baby step. Just like in my case, I like reading spiritual books like this, or write down your goals, mix with better people, drink best water in the world. Yeah, so thank you. So Lisa, how long did it take you to 6A? Guys, for those who are really new right here today, 6A is when you have an organization or your entire group that made 100 sales in the Kangen business. Of course, there's no time limit for it. So Lisa, how long did it take you to achieve that rank in this company?
It took me 10 months to hit 6A.
Wow, 10 months. And guys, 10 months, for your information, is fast, all right? It's superhuman already. It's a superhuman feat. But listen to the superhuman explanation from here on. I was told, Lisa, that it was 100%. I'm not sure how many percent. All of it came from the internet. Is that right?
That is correct.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys ready to hear what she's going to start telling us? If it's a yes, give me a yes on the chat button. I want to see as many yes as possible before this session kicks off. Do you all want to know 100 sales from the internet, guys? No joke. Wow. My mind is blowing out already. Lisa, can you see all the yeses flying in? All right, Lisa, tell us, how did you do it? Like, I come from old school. I come from the flesh and blood, but you guys are different breed altogether. So tell us, how did all this happen,
We're currently building a whole training system to go over this, and it's Enagic's mission and value is to connect human beings with the rightful health, which is to feel healthy through the product itself. So that's one element of it. It's also to feel healthy with your mind and your energy, and it's also to feel healthy and have the abundance that's available within this business through the financial. And when we work online, so before here, I didn't have any online accounts. Again, perception was that the internet was a very negative place and I didn't want to be on social media. So when I got started, that was a big reservation. But what I've realized now is that people, especially through social media right now, like Gary mentioned earlier, we have to maintain, and it's lovely to maintain that energy and that real true connection with people. And I was very surprised at how easy it is to do online. And what we basically do is we share Enagic's mission. We share Enagic's mission and we value and educate people, and we use our social media platforms to help people understand that they don't have to, if they don't want to, live in a restricted life. But we also showcase what it takes to create success. So we give free value out through our social media, and every person. So when we were in Malaysia, Liana, one of my team, who also hit 6A in 11 months, she is there and now the top distributor across Europe. When we had our first call, so she found me online. I was talking about dogs. I was talking about all the things I loved. I was sharing that I was building a business. I was working my job and getting myself out of it and just sharing and showcasing my journey. When Liana found me, we got on a call. We didn't speak about business. We had not one conversation at all about Enagic, about the products, about network, but we didn't even mention the word network marketing. I told her, I've got a vision to get out of my job so I can save the world and help dogs and help animals. She told me that she wanted to remove herself from a job so she could go out into the world and help with the plastic pollution problem that we have. And I said, well, I've got an opportunity for you to learn. So she came in to our platform, which teaches people how to work. And our platform introduces them to Enagic's business. It shows them the water. We have a recorded demo. So I've actually never done a demo, but I use a recorded demo. And we show that same demo over and over again. So throughout my organization now, people have watched that maybe 400 times. And if they like that business, then that's when we will have a call with them. But we connect over passion and energy and meaning.
Wow, wow. Guys, are y'all hearing this? Video demos actually works. Okay, so Lisa has already proven it. She's not a 6A today, she's a 6A2, okay? And I'm so surprised. I will ask her later and you will hear from her. Everyone that got on board her business did not come in with just one unit, guys. Do you understand that? It's either a trifecta or a quartz. That means it's either a 3-unit or 4-unit. I'll let her explain to that, you on that shortly. But Lisa, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I've always looked at internet transaction, like internet, like you are 100% on the internet. Your people got linked up with you in the internet. How do you actually motivate this your team? Because network marketing is about a team of people coming together and changing the world together, right? So yes. like in my case, I'm so used to all these people sitting right in front of me, and I give my talk and I'm jumping up and down and touching them and high five with them, you know. But how do you guys do it in the internet? It's like, it's such a cold environment where it's like this, you know. Can you give us a little bit idea how you get the fire, you know, burning in the internet? Yeah.
Well, I still jump up and down just on a Zoom call.
Okay, all right.
We were like me and my business partner Nadia. We still do this. We get on the. We had everyone jumping up on the beds the other week on the call. We had the music on. Everyone's on the beds. It was crazy. But it's the same concept. So we build an online community. Our community is called the Liberated Movement. It's so, like, the other day I was crying watching what was happening in there, because even though we're online, I think what we can all recognize is that the majority of, or not the majority, but a lot of working environments aren't offering the space for people to be authentic. Like, I used to hear the term, leave your problems at home, but that's not how we should be working. We should be working in environments which are lifting people. So the most important aspect of the building of this business has been through the community that we offer, because myself included, people come to this for the connection of people. And we still have it online. We get usually about one new member every month joining our community, rough on average. And over the last month, we did a mindset challenge to help them end the year. And there was people that were just coming into this community, and I was watching these live videos. So we encourage people to come in, introduce themselves, go live in the community, which is a really big fear for most people. And when they come into the community, they're sharing so much authentic truth about themselves, like what's holding them back, why are they here, all the visions that they've got. And the other day I woke up and there was about 30 new people just all going live in this community and talking about everything. Everyone's in the comments, engaging with it, everyone's supporting them. So what we basically do is we create an online hub and an online family. We do have meetups. We went to Wales recently. We had a big adventure day out. Well, we had a couple of days out doing rafting and loads of sports and things. So we do have meetups, but the calls that we have every week, they're really important. We have guests coming on there. We do little breakout rooms. So it's not just one big call. We send people off into groups of like 1 and 2. So to be building up the connections that way. And we're still creating the same. And everyone that comes in there and the community is what keeps people inspired, because people haven't got it in work. They haven't got what Enagic provide and what this business provides in work. So this is like the space where they can grow and bloom. And yeah, we have the same thing.
Amazing, amazing. One very popular questions always from the crowd, as you can see, as you know, I come from old school. So you can very naturally see a lot of people that are way past, I call it way past the
Is that Gary or me? Well, we'll carry on it. We'll carry on while he comes back. I'm not sure what he was going to ask. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat as well. And I think
Lisa, sorry.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
I was going to try and read your mind there and guess what you were going to ask me.
Okay, Lisa, yeah, sorry about that. I'm actually in Enagic Malaysia office. If you are here, then check this out. I'm actually in their meeting room.
Nice.
Okay, and you guys are going to get your UK office very shortly, hopefully by early next year, first quarter.
Yes.
Okay, so Lisa, has age been always an issue? You know, like there are a lot of people here right now watching. They are probably in their 40s, 50s, 60s. Is age an issue in the internet age doing Kangen? Let us know what you think.
Well, absolutely not. And because the reason that I can tell you absolutely not is my mum, who just turned 62 yesterday, is in this business. So wow. She got started 6 months. She actually had retired as well. So she came out of work, she'd retired, and she got started, and it's changed her whole life. She was literally retired with, you know, what happens when we worked and we have the smallest pension.
Oh. What's going on, guys? Is it this time that Lisa is checked out? Oh my gosh.
The energy is too high until the Zoom cannot handle it.
Yeah, I can see Bernard is already like doing fist punch with me already. Yeah, a very good example, guys. While we wait for Lisa to be on board, Bernard is in his 50s, I think mid or late 50s, something like that. And he is rocking it on the internet, all right? So age is not an issue, but I always tell people, unless you have the passion, the interest in learning about the internet, be like me, a strong collaborator. So I always collaborate myself with the young people, with the people who knows the internet, with all this, so that they can run the internet platform. But whatever it is, guys, you need to be on the internet. All right, the world is all there. Charger, are you able to see what's happening to Lisa? Is she already on? Oh yes, Lisa, now you are checked out. What's the energy here is too amazing. Is killing the router and the modems.
There's too much going on that the internet can't cope.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are saying, sorry.
So yeah, it's definitely not. I think the most beautiful thing is what we get to do is we get to connect with people that we have in alignment with where we're at in life. And my mum, for example, now her focus is helping people that are 45 plus find this business before. What she wants to do is enable people to find it before they reach retirement, because she now realizes that if she could have stepped into this network marketing industry 20 years ago, her retirement would be very different. So she's got a lot of passion now to helping people find something where they can set it up. And my mum did this in her spare time when she was retired. So, and she also, it's so nice to see that at 62, she's realized that everything she was everything she was taught kept her trapped in a very small box in life. And now she's taken a step out of that, a big leap out of it, and she's changing her life, and she's changed everything, health, everything's. So I think it's really important to recognize that it's not just one element that comes with this. It can impact everyone's life in so many different ways. So I think it's important to get it out to everyone, no matter what the age.
Awesome. Thank you. So Lisa has just also proved to us that age is not an issue. The mom is in her 60s. As I say again, guys, there are only two ways you can do it. One, learn it yourself, try it yourself, do everything yourself. But if you want the shortest cut possible, be like me, collaborate with the young people, get them to do it for you. Okay, it's a win-win altogether. That I always remember one of my mentors, none other than Robert Kiyosaki, told me this. He says that, Gary, the smartest, he said this, I'm not sure if this is the exact words, but it's something like this. The smartest individual will always lose to a team of players. Always remember that, because you will never know it all. You will never ever know it all. So if you are with a team that has all the expertise you need, you will have the champion team and you will win. All right. So thank you, Lisa, for that. Oh, she's a 5A. Can you imagine doing Kangen online 5A? Okay. Now, Lisa, since yours is a very internet approach, can I ask you a question? Is your approach more towards the product, like you represent yourself marketing water ionizer, or is your approach more towards showing people the lifestyle, the freedom, the income, the business? What's your take on that? What's your approach on this?
I would say my approach is to advertise the mission of Enagic. So I don't talk about the products at the front. I talk about the products when people have connected with the mission. So my approach is to share what Enagic's core values are and collectively educate people on how to look after their health, how to look after the everything, and how to educate them on money and how to educate them on what's possible. So very obviously at first when I started running this, I didn't have the lifestyle that I've got now. I was in a bedroom in Wigan in the UK and I was working a job. So my lifestyle was in that bedroom for the majority of the 10 months because I didn't leave it when I found Enagic. So I sat in my room, I read my books, I did the work that I needed to do, and I went out to walk my dogs. So there was no lifestyle approach in that sense. But what I was always showing people is how you can develop who you are as a person. And it's the energy of that attracts people to want to connect with you, because most people want to feel better about themselves. And I was living proof that I'm in my bedroom. There's nothing special about what I'm doing with my life. I'm not yet traveling the world. I will at one point. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm feeling good because I'm developing myself. I'm living true to a human's values, where I'm reading, I'm working out, I'm exercising, I'm being consistent in a development area. And this is what's possible when you find a business that supports you. So I share the development progression that we can have when we start working with a company, network marketing, and I educate people on network marketing as well and show them what's possible in this. And then when they connect to me and the values, then I will share the product and Enagic with them.
Wow, amazing. Real mind-blowing sharing here. But before I go to that, somebody posts, I think it's Ustazah Nasria from Malaysia. Okay, this is what I catch from Robert Kiyosaki. The smartest individual will always lose to a team of individuals. Okay, so it simply means that when you have a pool of resources, somebody that's good in public speaking, somebody that's good in internet marketing, somebody is good in photography, all this, you have a champion team. So the key is not to be the smartest individual, but the key is to be with a team that has the smartest individual. All right. So teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. Coming back to what Lisa has mentioned, guys. So if you notice, one of the biggest issue here is that a lot of people is trying to be a Kangen salesman. Their entire approach is all about, hey, do you want a Kangen water? So if you look at Kangen Energic as a whole, it's not just about the water. Yes, the water is a part of it, but it's the whole philosophy about improving yourself, about having more time, about freedom, have a good health. So I think what Lisa, through her way of approaching it through the internet, is she's showing that there is a movement. And the fact that the name of her movement is called Liberated Movement. She never said H2O movement, you know. She never said smart water or alive water or ionized antioxidant water. No, it's liberated movement. What does liberated means? Freedom. So I guess at the end of the day, we need to show the world the holistic value of Kangen. Nothing wrong in selling the machine, but Kangen is not planning to hire any Kangen salesman. All right. Thank you for adding that part to us, Lisa. This is a very interesting question. Let's just say, Lisa, if you met me on an airplane, we sit next to each other and we started talking, dang, 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 dang. And then suddenly I throw you that golden question. So Lisa, what do you do? How would you introduce what you do to me?
So we've actually just cracked that, you know, because we work online.
Yep.
When we get asked this question, we've never gone into it too much because we have the videos. So for the whole 2 years of me doing this, if anyone asks what I do, I send them a video and the video is there for them to watch. So it's the whole thing is automated.
But if they're like, if they're asking you like, so Lisa, what do? You somehow need to like give them an answer, right?
Well, I do. And I just say there's a video there, have a watch of that. And if you like it, then you can let me know. But what I would say now when I connect with people is that I share a mission of health. And I do that through an organization that have supplied all elements of that through a water ionizer and other array of products, which help us focus on our internal health. I also connect with the other values where they've stripped themselves away from the standard ways of working and advertising, which have created lack of freedom and offered an opportunity so that if we connect with this business, then we can go with them and share their mission of health. So we usually do it through a video.
Awesome. Like the saying goes, a picture paints 1,000 words, right? Rather than you have to go through, you know, like have to go through this, what you call, explaining over and over, just let the video do the talking, right?
If people ask me now what I do, I say we're changing the world because that's actually what we are doing and that's what this business allows. So.
Yeah. So amazing. So guys, again, ask yourself this question. Like, for example, I can see Sinang Lake, I can see Luis Belizon, I can see so many young people here. Ask yourself a question. Is there any video? Is there any book? Is there anything that represents you that you can show people who you are? Okay, so is something for you all to think about. That's why I always tell people there is in everybody there is a book in their head. The only difference between Gary and you is I had it published. So why not start thinking of publish something? It doesn't have to be a lot. My book is not that thick. It's only like what, 100 pages. So think of a way that you can brand yourself so that if people ask you what you do very professionally, you can bring it out. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa, for that introduction. Now, let's just say, Lisa, if you have a time machine, okay, I hope I have one. If you have a time machine and you actually get to go back to day one, the time that you started your Energic journey, your Kangen journey, what would you do differently than you did on day one, the actual day one?
I've actually been asked this question before. I wouldn't change a thing. I would not change a single thing about this journey. And I always, when I'm working with my team, I always say to, and everyone on this call as well, the best part of building this Energic business is it's a business where you get to build yourself. And I've had so many roadblocks and so many ups and downs and roller coasters that have taken me everywhere, everywhere. And that's led me to a place in life now where yesterday we were laughing, we were building some things, and every problem that comes to my life now, I'm instantly finding a solution because I know that I can find the solutions. And also, I think the most beautiful thing about what's happened over the years is all the mistakes that I met and they've led me to this position in life where I've overcome so much to get myself to this position. So I wouldn't want it easy. And I say this to people all the time, like, you don't want to get things easy in life, because the only reason that we want that is because we've been educated in a system which has led us to think that things should come easy and that hard work is something that we should look negatively on. But hard work is what we're born to do, because I want to change the world. I want to go out there and have an organization that's going to impact so many animals. And if I hadn't have had the hardships and the roadblocks and the frustrations and the no's and the rejections and everything that had happened in this business, I wouldn't believe in my capabilities to go on and create so much change. So I always invite everyone to, like, go and find the problems and then find the solution and go and welcome your roadblocks. So I wouldn't do anything differently, because I've learned valuable lessons that are going to change so many people's lives along the way.
Right. I mean, I won't call it failure. I call it challenges. Challenges in life, and hardships, and all these things are part and parcel of our living experience. Imagine if one day somebody interview you and say, "Hey Lisa, how did you make it to the top?" And your answer is, "I don't know. I just wake up one day and I found myself up in the top." It looks really, really weird and funny. And I guess nobody wants to follow somebody that has nothing to share. So I guess that journey is and I heard this from the late Steve Jobs. He says, I guess every patient needs to take that bitter pill. Yes. Because that pill is meant for them to grow. And if you think about challenges as part of growing, then it's very necessary to have challenges, to experience pain, Yeah. And yeah, that's very true. Now, Lisa, I know you, I'm not sure to what degree, to what extent you have actually tried the offline method of doing Kangen, but tell us, how do you find doing Kangen on the internet? Because there are a lot of people here that doing Kangen on internet is just a dream. It's like, it's just like you're telling people a car can fly without tires. Tell us, how beautiful is this experience doing your Kangen business on the internet? Sure.
It's so beautiful in so many more ways than I ever thought. And it may be inviting everyone to think about your experience online, and think about if you had an experience online where you were able to see people that were sharing the true authenticity and what they were passionate about in life, why they were building the business, educating you about money, helping you develop as a person. So if you take your current social media experience and just shift it into, what if you opened your phone up and all you saw every day was people on there that were being real, that were showing who they were, that were helping you understand. So everything you were reading was creating a better experience for your day, for your life, and you were giving that value out. That's what we get to do. And that is what Enagic would want to happen anyway, because they want this mission to be out there in the world. Social media is by far one of the most powerful platforms that we have. And there has been over the years a problem in that it's being used for things that aren't making people feel good. And that's created, feelings and insecurities in especially younger generation. So what we get to do with this business is we get to fix two problems. We get to help people understand and realize that there is opportunities out there that can change their life, but we get to use a free platform to educate people and to create a better experience for people that come along to the platform. And my social media I've created a huge business with it, but there's people that aren't in Enagic that have just had and felt better and learned from my social media with no attachment to the business. So there's people out there that are being inspired, and there's so many people that I've met who have decided to go on and create their own businesses and create their own things just from being around the social media, because I'm giving free value all the time. And I believe that is something that creates, when we give and when we do that for no other reasons but to give, it puts us in a state that we should all feel anyway. So social media allows us to do both of that, to build the business, but to help people feel better with what they're going to have in the hand anyway.
Yeah, and social media, if you do it right, you can reach a whole lot more people than just calling the contacts in your phone, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer. I always tell people through the social media, you can actually in a way crawl into people's bedroom, because that's where a lot of people actually watch their Facebook and IG and all that before they sleep, the moment they wake up. So you're actually there with them in their bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell us, Lisa, how important it is to be authentic, to be original, to be yourself, rather than, there are some people who only look good on social media. How important is that if we want to pursue this journey of internet marketing with Kangen?
It's the most important thing that we will teach people. And I always show people when I showed you guys it in Malaysia. When I first started working online, I'd never had an Instagram, and I have a very childlike personality. So when I came into Instagram, I saw there was a few things like filters with butterflies on my face and hats on, and I was just having the time of my life on there. And it was not the cool thing to do, but it was just me. I was just having fun with it. And I think it's very important to show people that this is a business that can change their life, but also that it's a business. So we don't want to be going out there and just using and seeing things that other people have put, like work online with no emotion behind it. One thing that we'll always show our teams is, why are you here? What do you want to achieve? And are you showing that to people? And what kind of people do you want to help? I saw a really powerful quote the other day saying that the goal of business is not to do business with people who just want what you want. It's to do business with people that believe what you believe. So
Amazing. I like
and
that.
that way you've got that loyalty connection. So being authentic and true is important to connect with the right people, to build your legacy with, to create this business, but also for yourself, because if you're being authentic and true to yourself, it's a form of self-love and self-care. We don't want to pretend to be other people and to pretend to be somewhere we're not. We don't have to do that. We're all incredible as we are. So that energy that you bring, where you're confident and happy with who you are, is infectious in itself anyway, but it's important to feel that way.
And talking about KL, the last time when Lisa and Leanne, amazing people with us, so happy that I'm able to host you all for a couple of days. They shared something which is really, really mind-boggling. Guys, I want you all to really hear this out, because a lot of people, especially in the offline world, and because in the offline world, we are dealing with just a very limited number of contacts of people. They become very attached to the outcome. It's like if somebody says no to you, it's like, it's like, like your first love is gone, like you've broken up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. It's like, oh my God. But what they have shared with us, amazing, because every day, Lisa actually showed us her database, Every day she has leads coming in from all over, it's like flying to her. It's like every day got people say, hey, choose me, me, it's like me. Now, Lisa, tell us about this experience of now, how beautiful it is that now you become the selector rather than being the selected. How is this emotion share with us?
Yeah, this is the power of social media, because the way that I run this is when people see the ads, I have an application form and I ask my own questions. This is what I would like to know from a person before I start working with them. And I ask them why they want to build a business. So a couple of days ago, I was looking through the applications and I was kind of selecting and reading the ones and the things that people were saying in there. Like, I would like to build a business because I want to volunteer with children. I want to build schools. I'd like to build a business because I'd want to volunteer here or there. So I'm looking at these applications and you get to read why people want to start working online, and you get to go through and look at the type of people you would want to work with. And it's an incredible position to be in. We still get the same concept. We still get the same experiences where, they'll have a perception and they'll feel in a certain way, but to be able to sit there and connect with that person instantly because of social media. And that, again, like, if you think of the power of it, this person has seen an advert online, they have no idea who I am, but they're giving me their information about their goals and their feelings. And also as well, some people will open up completely before we've even spoke about all the roadblocks in their life. They'll tell me on this application form, I need help with this, I need help with this. So the trust element is there in social media. We just don't think it is. It's just trusting that it actually works.
Awesome, awesome. Lisa, through your experience doing this online, have you got people coming to you because yours is using a funnel system? Do you have people who actually tells you after seeing everything that you have to show them about Kangen? Have you have anybody that tells you that, wow, why is the machine so expensive? Or why is your opportunity so expensive? If you do have that kind of a response, what's your response to that kind of so-called a response?
Yeah, we had it 2 days ago actually, and yes, we do definitely have it quite commonly. And I had it, I felt it myself. And I think what I'll always say and help people understand is what they're placing that value on, because it's all about perception. Everything is about perception. And the perception we have on a price is only in us because most of our life we're buying products based on a price. The products themselves don't give us any value as a person. If we go out and we buy a pair of shoes or the Mickey Mouse watch or whatever it may be, like, where's the value in that? We're buying things out of a sort of ego / we're buying things, products out of a price. So we don't have the perception of Kangen for what it is instantly when we see it because of that reason. And it's not ours. No, none of these perceptions are our own. They've been shaped by how we're acting in a society. So what I'll always ask people is like, what are you placing the value on? Because are you placing the value on your health? How important is the health in your life? What type of water do you have access to? What type of, how are you treating your health? And it also as well, if you fast forward 10 years and you break that price down, then really, if you look at and you ask the question, literally, it's like if you fast forward 10 years and you haven't changed anything in your life and you're in the same position that you're in today because you base this product on a price rather than thinking, what is my life worth? What is my freedom worth? What is my health worth? What are my environment of people worth? Like, and you put all that together, it's that much. That machine is that much.
Exactly.
It gives you everything you could ever ask for. It's changed my entire life, and it changes. I'm so passionate around what I do because I know if somebody comes into this business and invests in Kangen, then they get to change their life in every aspect, everything. So the value is not on that, it's on your whole life.
Exactly. Just on the machine alone, I always tell people it's 80 cents a day. I mean, just to be frank, I spoke to a group of Indian distributors from India yesterday. I said, if to them 80 cents for their family to have the best water in the world, if that's expensive, I don't even want to spend time talking to them. For now, maybe later, I don't know if they change their mind. Because sometimes some people may just have a different perception of in their life, And 80 cents or even $1 or even $2 is nothing here. People spend so much more on intoxicated food, on fast food, right? On alcohol, on cigarettes, on unhealthy activities, and 80 cents for the best water in the world. Oh, it's expensive. So sometimes I don't want to sound sarcastic, but I actually turn it around and I said, is your life worth 80 cents a day or more? Right? So sometimes, wow, that's a very good response. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So Lisa, what's your greatest advice to a new guy? Let's say somebody is very new. I know, I'm sure, Lisa, you can see there are a lot of Cambodians here. You are so near to some of these amazing leaders. Wow, I can even see Sineng. Sineng is our latest 6A Cambodian leader now based in Seattle. Awesome. Hi, Sineng. I'm sure it's some weird hours in your place right now, right? So happy she's so committed. Okay, so let's say, Lisa, there are some very new people here today and they just adore you. They just admire you. Wow, how I wish I can be like Lisa. What's your greatest advice to them today? Over to you.
Oh, it's a good question. My advice to everyone starting this, it would be, first of all, to consistently recognize the growth that you're experiencing, because the internal growth that you get from day one, I think Jeffrey asked me and Leanna a question, and it was one of the first things that I said when I was working with my team at first, is the results that we expect, sometimes the external, maybe financial results, they will come. And that's a belief and faith that we will have. But the internal results that you will get in this business will happen like that. And by focusing on those, and I have a habit of every day reflecting on my day, on my growth, practicing gratitude, recognizing what's changing, you'll keep your energy and you stay in a very high state. Of course, the ups and downs will come, but at the same time, if you're constantly moving forward and recognizing what's happening, you're going to keep maintaining the rewards and the results. And if you do that, you can't, if you elevate yourself and recognize the elevation as a person, it all catches up to you. And the compound effect that happens in this business is so powerful by doing that. So I think my biggest advice would be believe in yourself, but believe in yourself by keeping the promises to yourself and by rewarding those weekly promises. It's just baby steps that you get to take. But if you're not recognizing the baby steps are actually mountains that you're climbing every week. Like every week you're going to be climbing another mountain and then another mountain. And it's so important for you to like pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself on doing what the majority aren't yet doing, because you're leading the way for other people. So recognize the fact that you've started your business, recognize the fact that you're developing, recognize the fact that you realize there's an opportunity out there and you're going for it, because everything else will catch up. A compound effect, and it'll just hit you in the face and you'll be like, wow, this life is incredible.
Right. Awesome. So in other words, what you're trying to tell the new people is to keep taking baby steps towards their goals, towards their dreams, right?
Consistency is the key to it all.
Right. So yeah, since you mentioned about this word consistency, so since you talk about consistency and we are talking primarily on the social media world today, how give us a picture of your daily day, you know, like do you post something on IG, Instagram every day? Do you do TikTok? Because I see there's so many activities from you on this and does it overwhelm you in some time in your life? Or tell us about how your day looks like, you know, with all this.
It's never, ever overwhelmed me.
Okay.
It's never, I've been so consistent with this because you asked earlier about how it's important to be authentic.
Yep.
It will only overwhelm somebody if they're being inauthentic and if they're doing things for a reason why they're ticking off a box. Because we never have to tick off a box, because one thing that I'll always say is I don't need to do anything. I get to build my business and I get to wake up every day and create a life that's better for me and better for my team and better for anyone that comes into this. So a lot of people have always asked me, have you ever burnt out? And I've never wanted to take time away from it, because I'm just being myself. So my day involves a routine every morning, which has been massively vital to my business, and waking up, working out, reading my book, doing my journaling. And I have a solid 3-hour routine, which involves a nice breakfast and a coffee, where I just get myself into where I want to be in life. And then I'll go into my day, and that's connecting with the team, creating training, working online. And I don't ever feel like I want to stop. My problem is that I never want to take a day off it.
Every day is fun. So work and fun is together. So every day is having fun, right?
Yeah.
But okay, but coming back to IG, or okay, let's say social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, or whatever, how important it is to be consistently present, as in, like, some people always ask me this question, Gary, does it mean every day I must do a IG posting, a live video, or in a day, how many times must I do that? Is there a guideline where you follow?
Yes, and essentially, what we describe it as is Instagram as your shop. So if you were going to start a coffee shop and someone wanted to drink a coffee on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but you were closed, they're not going to come back and see you.
Okay.
So Instagram is your shop, and it's very important to be on there. And I think the only reason that people may feel that it could be a problem is if you're going on there out of a need to go on there and do something that you think you have to do, but you don't. You just live your life and show people and inspire people and give free value to people. So I'm not doing anything apart from breathing and living and acting and doing my day and just sharing that on social media. And if you're growing naturally, you get inspired all the time. If you're reading a book, you'll get inspired all the time. So I don't find it a problem to talk about that. I'll read a book and then I have to stop myself going live 3 times a day because I'm so inspired and I'm like, I've got more value to share. So I used to do 3 times a day, but a guideline would be about 4 to 7 times a day. If I'm on there most days because it's what I love, but for some people, Leanna, for example, she aims to do 4 pieces of content and put herself out there 4 times a week. So you don't have to be writing every day, but it's important to show up as if it's your business because it's your shop.
So it's like an average of 4 times a week, right?
Yeah.
4 to 7 a week. So it's like average, like 2 days once or 1 day once, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But just like you say, don't let the thing overwhelm you. Just let it go and let it flow, right?
Yes. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
I'm not sure if let me see if I can find. Yeah, Antonio is there. I remember Antonio told we were talking about this, and I did tell Antonio about, you know, there are a lot of people who get like gadget addiction, social media addiction. They are on the phone all the time. And my friend Antonio, who is from US now, based in Colombia. I hope I get to go to Colombia one of these days. Colombian coffee, apart from the drug cartels. Yeah, we were joking about it. Anyway, and he told me something that's really interesting. I can't really say it exactly like how he said it, but it's something like this. And maybe some of you guys here can get this as a value add. He says that there's 2 things on social media. One is you are scrolling, like you are watching things, you know, you are watching what Lisa is eating, what Lisa is doing, what Lisa is playing, you know, or you can be socially productive by adding value onto social media. I like that because I find that majority of people somehow have IGs, have Facebook, but I don't see they are posting, but they are on the phone all the time. So guess what? If you are not contributing, you are just socially addictive, you know, like seeing what Gary is eating, doing, you know. Yeah. So guys, seriously, for those of you who are watching this, you want, because social media is a double-edged sword. It can help you, it can also destroy you. There are a lot of people who just literally waste all their time scrolling and watching things, you know, just waste their time, and it can be very addictive after watch one thing to another, and then, you know, oh, the whole day is gone just scrolling, you know. Yeah, so remember guys, you want to let social media help you by pushing what you are supposed to send out that message to the world. Thank you for telling us that, Antonio as well as Lisa. Okay, my last 2 questions for today. Wow, time flies so fast. We are about to be 1.5 hours already. Time flies when we are having fun, right? All right. There are a lot of people who do not know. I'm very sure there are very new people here, like my friend Antonio and his twin brother Ricardo. Lisa, tell us, based on your 2.5 years experience with Kangen, I'm not sure if you have done any network marketing business before. Do you think Kangen is the best freedom platform in the world? If you think so, why and what makes it the best? What do you think?
100,000,000% yes. And 100%. I would never say it as a fact, but it pretty much I would say it is, because there's so many answers I could give to this. First of all, the product in itself, because you get to experience life knowing that by just simply offering this product into someone's life, you're making everlasting change for their health, because it only takes you a month or so of having the water to understand the benefits on so many different levels. And that in itself, just the product, if I can get that product into someone's life, I'm happy. And one of the reasons I did it initially was to get the product for my mum. So that in itself, but then how the business has been built for me, because I'd never done network marketing before. I'd worked in sales and I'd worked in high pressured industries in finance. And my experience in these and a lot of others in network marketing has always been driven through sales and targets and pressure. Whereas in Adjik, which makes them so beautiful, they don't have any monthly targets. We don't have to come into this business. Like my mum was able to come into this business and not have the pressure of having to hit a sales target in month 1. So she was retired. She was able to work on her mind. if something happened, which it has recently in her life, where she's taken herself away for 3 months, she's not losing a business. There's no pressure. There's no mental pressure with what they've done. So they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to build a business which gives us complete peace of mind, complete freedom, complete choice with how we build it. I could, which I never ever will, ever, but if I decided to take some time out, if something happened in my life, Enagic's got my back forever. They've got your back forever. And what companies are out there, like we're just having, you know, everything that's going on with them right now, they're consistently giving targets and incentives to help the newest person. Everything is incentivized for that. When you start this business, Enagic, like, how can we help you? How can we help you? How can we help you? All the time. And so that, alongside the fact that the product's there, and what they allow us to do and what they've allowed me to do is change every part of my life. And if you connect with Enagic and you understand what they're giving you, then they're going to change everything, not just your financial health. They're going to give you the option to come in, make a choice, and build yourself a future that's going to change everything. It's connected me to myself in such a beautiful way. It's pretty much saved my life. So I know, and now I can do that for other people, because they give me this business. So there's nothing out there like this company. There's just nothing. I know there's not.
I have to 101% agree with you on that, Lisa. Just for the new people's information, I've been born in a network marketing family. I started my network marketing business, as I told you, as early as 12 years old or even earlier. Some people say I'm actually born on the stage. And yes, I've seen all sorts of plans, all sorts of company, the big ones, the super huge ones, the A company, the C company, the H company, the N company. But not that I'm doing Kangen that I'm saying this, but truly Kangen is the best out there. And I guess one of the things that Lisa mentioned about that no target, no stress and all that is because Kangen has this thing called True Health that they are promoting. So what is this True Health all about? Charger, you can later put this on text so that everybody can see it. It's physical health, True Health. It's called physical health, financial health, and listen to this. They even have the third health called peace of mind. And because peace of mind is part of the constitution of this company, there is no way that they can turn around and try to make you stressed out. Because peace of mind is what they are promoting. Peace of mind. And what Lisa says, I've seen it in my 11 years doing this business. I've guys that have just like slept for 5 to 10 years. They come back and still money going into the check going into the bank every single day. And they come back, their ranks maintain the same, no flushing, no demotion, nothing. I can't think of any other company that is so genuine like this. I'm not saying that all no, but as of now, I see Kangen is really amazing. I personally very close with the owner of this company, Mr. and Mrs. Hironari Oshiro, amazing couple. Mr. Oshiro is in his 82 years old age now. I hope, Lisa, I get to see you in his birthday next year, March 17 in Okinawa. Yeah, so amazing company, guys. If those of y'all who are really brand new, somebody invited you on this call, you don't know, never heard of Kangen, don't know what is Enagic, seriously talk to the person who brought you here. Your life can truly change because of this. Seriously amazing. And finally, wow, again, time flies so fast. Lisa, what's your final message to everybody here in this Zoom? What have you got to say to them?
I think it's touching on what you've just said there in that I firmly believe that every person deserves to experience true health. That's what we're born. Our right to be born is to experience true health. And the only reason that we're not experiencing true health is, from my opinion, through the education that's been lacked and the restrictions that have been placed on us. So with this, we get to really shift a movement, the liberated movement. And, you know, that's why the name is there, but we really do get to shift a movement. And I always want people to use my journey as an example of when people introduce this business, we get to help them overcome so many different elements of their life through this industry, through network marketing and through Enagic. And we do that first of all by checking in with ourselves. Are we living in alignment with this mission? Do we look after ourselves on a physical level? Are we taking care of our health? Are we taking care of our mind? Are we speaking to ourselves with the right stories, with the right intentions? What intentions do we have when we're connecting with people through the business? Do we understand that we're in a position of service? Are we serving people through the heart? Are we connecting and using this mission? Because when all the pieces of Enagic's mission come into your life, it's magic. It's just magic. So when you're building the business, you just get to connect with this through and through, and just check in with yourself first of all, make sure that you're embodying it. And then when you're connecting with somebody else, understand the power of what you've got with this. And if you haven't got it yet, get it. Just get it, because I can't tell you enough the dramatic impact it's going to have on your life coming into this company. And when you do have it and you understand what you've got with it, serve it to as many people, because I know there's, so far we've got 100+ people in Liberated alone. I know that if I can help every single one of them connect to true health, get into Enagic, this world is going to be such a different place. Like when Gary was telling me about what he's here to do, I cried in his face because I was so grateful to be around people that want to go into the world and make it a better place. I was so grateful because I've always believed this is what we should be doing. And I've always saw that, why are people with money not creating change? But that was my old blame mentality, where now I'm like, I'll just become one of those people with money so I can help create the change. And now I've connected with more and more people. And that's what you all get to do. You get to change your entire life, your family's lives, your own health, your family's health. And then you get to meet people throughout the world and provide them with an opportunity to change it. So it's about embodying that and checking in with so much gratitude for what we have, because I truly believe from the bottom of my heart, like the change that is going to come over the coming years because of this is necessary and needed, but it's very beautiful. So yeah, just embody the whole thing.
Wow, amazing, Lisa. Thank you for that final message. You are spot on by saying that this platform is just simply amazing. Yeah, the water is amazing, but apart from the water, everything, just out of curiosity, there are 50 people on Zoom. And Charger, how many people are there right now live on Facebook? Charger?
11.
11, okay. Guys, whether you're on Facebook or on Zoom, if you have somehow got some life changed through Kangen, can you just put a me? Just put a me on the chat button so that we can all see whether this is real or it's just Gary and Lisa talking about this. If any one of y'all got changed through your life, either with the health, the water, the financial, like me traveling all over the world, money is coming to me every single minute of the day, just put a me. Me, yeah, you can see that, So it's not that we are just talking. Any given day, if I have any crowd right in front of me and I say, how many of y'all have your life changed with Kangen? Everybody stands. So it's just one company that is so amazing, is impacting people's lives all over the world. It's so giving. It's always giving to us. I still remember just before the lockdown, I made a visit to the owner, Mr. Oshiro, to discuss the opening for Cambodia. And he was like my father, you can... I mean, he doesn't talk English for a certain reason, okay? So he's always through a translator. But the moment he landed his hand on my back, my shoulder, you felt like he's a father to us, So happy. And then, of course, all the things that he has done to me, my family, my people around me all over the world, I'm just so blessed in this space. Okay, again, guys, for those of y'all, whether you are live on Facebook or you're live on Zoom, if you still have not come in or you don't know what is Kangen all about, you don't need to come in immediately, but have an open mind. Check this whole thing out. What is this all about? It's really changing people's lives all over the world. And if you are like me and Lisa, that appreciates freedom, this is the best platform to enjoy freedom. Well, okay. Anyway, thank you so much, Lisa. Before you go, guys, are there any question you would like to ask Lisa? Please, we'll take 3 questions from the floor. If you have any question at all, whether it's product related but not make it technical, please. And internet related or any of Lisa's journey, you can feel free to put it on the chat button so that I can answer on your behalf. If not, then we will call it a day. Today is my youngest daughter's birthday. So after this, I'm going for a big celebration with her that will go on right until the night. See, guys, that's the beauty, you know, guys. You see, I know of a lot of parents. I'm not here to make any statement or anything, but I know of a lot of parents who literally have to take leave for their children's birthday. There are even some parents who cannot be with the children for their birthday. My question to you again, what is the value of this to you? Enagic Kangen can give you this, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start today. And I always believe that, thank you everybody for your wishes to my daughter. I always believe today in the world we are living in, we have 2 great things right now. Okay, Kangen is the best platform, the best vehicle. It's like the best Ferrari. And then we have the internet, which is the best driver. Okay, so again, are you guys putting the best driver into the vehicle called Kangen? Because you will never outreach the internet. Listen again, listen to these words carefully again. You will never outreach the internet, guys. I don't care how many contacts that you have in your phone or how many people you know in your community, you will never outreach the internet. So please put this driver, the number 1, whether it's a Lewis Hamilton or a Michael Schumacher, put it into the best vehicle that you already have called Kangen. Spread this freedom message to the world and let's change the world together. All right, guys. I'm not sure why Charger is Lisa like locked out again. Charger, she's locked out again. I guess the energy today is like super hyper. Anyway, guys, I hope she will be logging in, but if she's not, let's Charger, if you can either connect with her or message her or something, hopefully she'll come in. We want to say a big thank you to her. We still have 5 minutes. Guys, once again, while we wait for Lisa to re-enter, she's in Cambodia right now. See, one of the beauty of doing Kangen over the internet, she is in Cambodia. She don't even have a single sale, a single prospect, a single customer in Cambodia. Do you see that? But does that mean she's not making money? No. If she's not making money, how can she afford a lifestyle in Cambodia? All her sales, her business is still running on the internet and coming in from Europe, from UK, from US. Can you see that power? This is the power we are talking about. And the internet has just done one thing. It has leveled the playing field. In other words, somebody like Charger, 19 years old, like Luis Belizon, maybe 18 years old. Every day 18, huh? So you guys can just be at par with anybody on the internet because the internet has got no boundaries in terms of your status. You just have to play the game right. All right. And for those of y'all who have not started your journey on the social media, whether it's your Instagram, whether it's your Facebook, whether it's TikTok or whatever it is, start doing it right now. Because guys, if you are going to play the internet game, you need to be socially present. If you are not socially present, how can people know you and follow you? Okay, so again, if you are still using it more for scrolling and seeing people's things, please start to convert it by putting information in it, putting value in it, putting yourself in it. All right, so it is very, very important. Okay, I'm not sure why Lisa is not coming. I guess she just have some internet connection issues.
She's back.
Is she coming in? Oh, Lisa is back in. All right, Lisa, wow, your energy is so powerful. You are locked out twice. Okay. Oh, you are muted, Lisa.
It wouldn't let me unmute. It wouldn't let me unmute. I was trying to speak and I couldn't speak.
Okay. Anyway, once again, Lisa, thank you so much. You have been such an amazing star for us today. Guys, how many of y'all have got massive value? Put the word value on the group chat. Put the word value on the chat room. And you're on Facebook Live, put it on the Facebook Live just to show Lisa the amount of value that you got today. If you have value, just put value. Okay. I got so much value. The day I met you, Lisa and Leanne, you guys have given me so much. I was telling some of my people, I don't know. Every day I'm just waking up at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. even while I'm in Dubai. You know, it's like all these ideas, all these possibilities just flow into my head every day. So once again, Lisa, I'd like to thank you so much. I know you are such a busy person doing so many things. Thank you so much for being a blessing to all of us here today, sharing your experience, your success, and your journey with the internet and Kangen, and touching so many people's lives. I really look forward to rocking with you all over Asia. I know you are going back to the UK. When you do come by, probably stop by to Malaysia. We can hang out. There are so many places I want to take you. So many interesting food that you can actually try it out here. Yeah. And we'll go. Maybe, who knows, we'll visit my friend Antonio in Colombia. Awesome. Right. So, okay, guys, Jeffrey, Charger, are you able to unmute everybody so that we can all say a big thank you in your own words to our star of the day, Lisa McDowell.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you. What a team.
Thank you,
For
Lisa.
sharing. Super appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hope everybody have an amazing day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for January's interview with stars. Okay, guys. If you are not connected,
And
go.
also, just to, I just want to say to everyone as well, which I wanted to say before I cut out there, Gary has been by far the most influential person that I've ever met. So I really mean that from the bottom. I can't tell you the impact that you've had since meeting you and the team. I really can't. So everyone on this call, like, you are in the best place with Gary. Like I literally, like yourself, like I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, you've shown me exactly what's possible with this business and what's possible from being the person that you are. So I can't tell you all how in good hands you are on this call, like right now. Like, you have got the best person. No one's ever impacted my life in such an instant that Gary did. So yeah, I'm very grateful for you, and I'm very grateful for you all, because you're in the best possible place on planet Earth, in this place.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Selamat po. Terima kasih. Arigato. Bye.